Hello, my good friends. This is Dr. Cherry. And today is our president's birthday. So, President Trump, happy birthday to you. However, there's quite a lot of interesting things coming your way. The title of this critical newsletter is Happy Birthday, Mr. President Trump. The FBI and the CIA are after you. So that's why I kind of disguise myself. All right. First, let's talk a little bit about my health. Just took my medications. Take a while before it hit. When it starts to kick in, I'm going to start to make mistakes, forget things, or be on the la-la land. So that's when I will know it's time for me to exit. I want to apologize about my beard. And well, it's very hard to use both our hands when you have a couple of crotches to deal with. So I cannot shave just yet. And I don't think my wife wants to shave me. Maybe I should change wife because she doesn't want to shave me. God thinks I have that woman with me. She's helping drastically. There's not much I can do. I'm totally useless. Spend my butt all day long on my sofa watching TV and bitching. Nothing I can do. It's terrible for an ADHD like me to do that. This pill make me feel a bit wrong. So, all right. So let's go seriously a little bit. There is a radio show coming up on June the 14th. So just, click on the details and listen to the show. I'm going to give some prediction, talk a little bit more about the metaphysics, the reptilians, the draconist, their agenda, and so forth. Probably won't take my pills before that show so I can do it. Okay, so one of the reasons that I believe this YouTube video will be going a long way is because I'm trying to get the attention to a lot of people here to make them understand the idiosyncrasy of our president. Why is President Trump the way he is? Why he's like me, an ADHD? Why does he repeat himself all the time? Why does he lie? Why he has a double face? So this is his blessing and his curse at the same time. His UCI, or his unique celestial identity, is regulated by Mercury, which is Gemini. Gemini is two people, two lives. Everything happens double. You cannot have one golf course, one hotel, one tweet. He's a double. The 2, 4, 6, 8 rules apply. That's why he looks younger than his age like me. I have the same thing apart from that I don't lie. Okay, no, that because I have learned over the years that time you lie is going to come back and bite your ass. So you better say the truth and be as honest as possible. So I give you a lot of links here explaining what the UCI is all about, what the Dragon's Tail is all about. And as far as Trump is concerned, his tail of the dragon is located in the sign of Sagittarius. I know you might have heard it before, may sound redundant, I apologize, but remember, Sagittarius was foreigners, foreign lands, foreign affairs, and religion. So anytime President Trump opened his mouth regarding anything and everything that we're with, foreigners, foreign land, foreign affairs, and religion, this dragon sting him. He's going to get deeper and deeper into trouble. But again, he has no one to guide him. None of his associates, family members, daughter, for God's sake. Oh my God. There's a big difference between education and intelligence or a gift. So he cannot be counseled, he cannot be guided because no one knows himself. None of these advisors are cosmic conscious. They're all very highly educated, but they're all idiots because they don't have any spiritual values. They're like some extraterrestrials out there. They've lost it. They're scientists. They're all dealing with technology. It's amazing. We talk about this once I get my health. I'm going back on the UFO scenery. So Take the time to read that newsletter. It's very, very important because you might think I'm speculating. So that's the difference between, a vivid imagination and pure cosmic gift. So is it speculation or is it prediction when I tell you that President Trump may have him and his family to run off to either Russia or North Korea because it feels like a trapped lion in the middle of a bunch of starving, killing, dirty, smelly hyenas. This is how it feels. Imagine yourself, you have all your enemies right there, ready to do anything and everything possible to kill you, to destroy you completely. Well, you're going to do whatever the hell you got to do to protect you. And suddenly enough, you may be forced to do that. So again, you know what? If you do not know me, hey, I want Dr. Cherie, this is just speculation. But if you know me and you have checked my prediction, you may want to pay attention. The future as I will always be my utmost faithful witness. It has been so far, been right. So I give you a bunch of information. As always, I'm using Nostradamus' 16th century divine astrology. So when I wrote back in 2015, prepare months of blooming June. What months are we? Blooming June, are we? Okay. While moon nuns they speak, evil spirit of Hitler, legacy challenge, cosmic God may grace humanity. That's the first quatrain that I wrote in 2015. I gave you the exact month, June in 2015. And my quatrain speaks aloud. Then I wrote another one in 2018, okay? Blooming flower mid months of June again. And then this one I added icy December. Cosmic God may spare humanity, Hitler's famous infected spirit to die, world rejoice, infected souls cry. You need to pay attention because that's why I was abducted. That's why I dwelt with extraterrestrials since I was 7 or 6 years old. That's why Draco, that magnificent Draconis, is working through me. You have the right to be skeptical. Just go to my website and scroll down to a very serious message to the world and see those orbs. You cannot duplicate that. It is not an accident. That's when Draco enters my body. Incidentally, it was also in June, okay? And it was in 2012 when you had people like David Wilcock climbing on top of a mountain, screaming, "Oh my gosh, we're all gonna die." Jesus, you need to pay attention to be more critical, okay? Do you apply your critical thinking and ask for proof? All right. Now, it doesn't mean that this kid doesn't know what he's talking about. He's an engineer. He's also infected. Like, I'd say all UFOs, because as long as they talk technology and scientific and give you the scientific or technological explanation, you'll be sure they're infected. As simple as that. It is a spiritual matter when it comes to extraterrestrials, and I cannot wait to explain their agenda in a very different way that you have been hearing, things different than what you heard for years. And again, it's going to make it difficult for me to prove my point because you may or you may not be able to assimilate the high spiritual information that I have for you induced by Draco channeling that explain what the Draconis and the Nefarious Reptilians are about. One thing sure, they have infected our president and his Dimorpheus, and pretty much the rest of the planet. So it's a long story and it's a big mission that I have. So again, in reference to prediction, it's important to check the person and these values and these predictions, because anybody can say, "Oh, I am prophet," or "I am the reincarnation of Edgar Cayce," because I look like him. But you can look like Elvis Presley. You're going to sing like him or dance like Michael Jackson. You make you look like him. Just use your marble, okay? Back in 1995, when I was on Arvel, I said to him, "Be ready for a religious war between the United States and the Middle East." He said, "Excuse me? A religious war?" God bless his soul. And I produced the video, and you have it on that article. Just click on it. I also predicted the prediction of President Clinton, which he didn't like too much. So, you know, you need to add the proof before you begin to believe something, you know. And if the reptilians will make sure to give a stage to people, to give them a name and a stage. You push them first because they support their agenda. But now the tides are turning. The reptilians are not going to be in the leading zone for a long time. Okay, the draconics are kicking in, and that's why they're pushing myself. So I'm moving forward. Okay, Mercury is retrograde. Mercury is communication and transportation. And boom, there goes Dr. Cherry. Now my transportation, which are my legs, all messed up. I went through surgery. Use your ears. Okay, when I talk about Mercury retrograde, and you have that affect the mind of the pilot of the ship. Next thing you see, the ship is destroying everything in an harbor. And when you have a very famous guy that spent a couple of million on the sport car, next thing you know, he ruins it. Now use your marble. Mercury is retrograde. If you know nothing about Mercury, read my stuff. Remember, if you read, you're going to gain cosmic consciousness. Okay? Just don't sit there and watch stupid video all the time on Facebook or on YouTube. I do that too. You know, everybody does that. And I wonder why, but that's how the reptilians operate. They do not want you to think, to ask questions. They want to put you into a mindset, specifically religion, because they created religion. Okay, because religion creates chaos. So when I predict a religious war on Hot Bell in 1995, well before Osama bin Laden, well before we invaded Iraq, and well before ISIS Caliphate, that maybe you should pay attention to what I'm saying next, as far as our president is concerned, because Trump, his stars is something you don't play with. It's somebody you don't mess around with, because he will do anything and everything to punish anyone and destroy it. Okay, so if he feels cornered, you know, he's gonna get to his friends. That's why he has love story going on between him and Kim, because he's planting seeds. Okay, for him and his family, he's already has set the message to gather his wealth and put it out there, so they, you know, can take it. So what's going to happen is going to be very, very interesting. And then you're going to remember, oh my gosh, my Dr. Cherry predicted it. Well, hey, is it assumptions or predictions? If you know me, you know it's not assumption, it's predictions. So, you know, there is a lot of things that can happen in between, okay? Because when the security of the state, the security of the institution, when the security of the United States is concerned, it's a lot of negative things that can happen. Yeah, I'm talking about assassination. Don't want to go that far, okay? Because there's a lot of crazy people out there that do anything when they're infected to be famous. But just pay attention, because I can read the stars. That's what I did. At my age, at 69, I had better thing than to make up stories, okay? And all these UFOs experiences, it was set to lead me into challenging you, into making you understand, excuse me, God, cosmic design, excuse me, and how God speaks to his children. So if you don't raise your cosmic consciousness, if you don't understand how God speaks through the signs, through the 12 apostle, through the 12 hours of the day, through the 12 months of the year, through the 12 sins and 12 journeys, if you don't understand this, the cosmic code jurisdiction, you're never going to be able to understand or speak to God. Okay, just what I do, and not only me, all my students and all the people that are spiritually enough that understand the cosmic design and everything else. So it's a matter of study. So, you know, right now we have that SOS to the world deadly window, okay? And again, you know what? Draco didn't let me down. I always said, when you're going to have my window, anyone in 2019, any year for that matter, and I have them all year round. So if you're interested in knowing when all those windows are going to transpire, just ask for your own window, ask for your own cosmic mind, because it ain't going to be a normal day. Okay, I always say that be ready for earthquakes at 6 or above 6.0. And today, we had a 6.4 earthquakes, okay, in Coquimbo in Chile. I was right. Now, you don't believe me? Well, just click on the link just below that one, and you're going to see the 2 earthquakes strike exactly as predicted by Dr. Cherry on the radio. I did it on George Norrie. We had 5 when I was on George Norrie last time. So be ready for quakes. It happened. Ready for tornado. And we had, I don't know, 500? Come on. How much do I have to do? So I said, be ready for secret to come to light. And there is a little video of the US military that has released released a video about Iranian forces trying to take those mine out of the ship, whatever. So, you know what? When I tell you, excuse me, again, I'm so sorry. When I tell you the reptilians are going to use those windows that are very negative to mess up the president's word, mind, and action. I don't make it up. I think I take it. Trump says he might not report foreign help to FBI. I mentioned FBI. I mentioned CIA. I mentioned all sorts of things that are now right in your face. And I wrote those article on May 28, those windows in May 28. And we are what? Birthday of the president, June 14, that's a long time before. I also advise you, strongly advise you, okay, to put your hand on the 2019 Nostradamus Dragon Personal and Universal Forecast, because everything that you have heard so far, watch on TV, including the government shutdown and all these large corporations going belly up, was predicted well before. You spend the $10, show your support for Dr. Cherry. Spend your $10. That's why I charge only $10, okay? Because I want you to know I'm real. And everything that will come to pass in 2020, at the end of the year, I'm going to make the new Nostradamus forecast for 2020. But how are you going to judge the 2020 if you don't put your hand on the 2019? It's common sense. So if you see, oh, wow, look at the date. That's when he did that, and then look what happened. Then there is no wondering anymore. There is no suspicion anymore, but facts. And that's what I'm all about. Sudden enough, again, you have those greedy, infected corporation, scientific community that estimate they need $30 billion for moon landing. Jesus Christ, give me a break, please. $30 billion for those suckers to get your money, your support, whatever it is, so they can sign their little endeavors, a little business. I knew all those rich suckers who have nothing else to do on the moon, whatever it is out there, okay? And then make those rich suckers even more richer when, you know, look at Mother Earth. She's dying. Look at our oceans. Look at wildlife. Look at nature. Look at plastics everywhere. Don't you think those $30 billion should be spent on Mother Earth, reviving her, or helping a young mother who got stuck with a child? She can barely take care of herself. This is insane. You know, those big, large corporations, they don't give a damn about you. You cannot be on Mars. You're not supposed to be on Mars. If the moon can be now a place to visit instead of going to Florida, you can afford it, so good for you. But you know, you're not helping. You're not helping. Those fortunes should be spent on our only livable satellite, which is Mother Earth. Okay, and in education, in the understanding, the complexity of the cosmic code, the soul of the cosmos, the understanding of, and the values of those planets and how they interact with the human mind. And then if you take that away from our children, see what happened. You can't stop the suicide plague, okay? And you will never, ever stop the school shooting because those kids are desperate. They don't have a spiritual way to regenerate. All they have is the Bible. All they have is religion and science, and that's all reptilians infected, because it's all about greed and misinformation and deception. And that's why they created religion, because it creates a lot of chaos and a lot of wars. Oh my gosh. You wonder why the Templars happen to be the most wealthier Christians on the planet? Well, you know what? I did a TV show with George Norrie a long time ago because I saw all this. You can click on the link and, you know, witness and listen to what I said to George. We have 50 years. That was 10 years ago. We have 40 years now. Okay, we need to get those information, need to give away to the masses to get spiritually regenerate. And then you have to remember the reptilians are using technology in so many ways, not only to, hijack stupid young souls taking pictures in the Grand Canyon and end up in the bottom. We hear that all the time. All those suckers who are using malware to get into your bank account. I mean, the reptilians have so many ways to screw up us. It's ridiculous. And we have to use the same tools that they use. It's all psychical. It doesn't mean extraterrestrial cannot or will not physically come to this world. But the higher hierarchy involving the regulation of our cosmos prevent extraterrestrial to interfere with the human experience, period. Now, the Draconis are low obedience, and they do not need to interact physically with humans. The reptilians do. They use their ships. They mess up sometime, and they end up in the middle of the desert in New Mexico because they are prone to make mistakes, and they are mortal too. Very different with the Draconis, who stimulate the mind of scientists, the mind of people to create beautiful things, to support love, to support happiness and hopes for the world, while the Draconis cannot survive without your fears, without your idiocy, without a cosmic consciousness. We're doomed. Simple as that. So you have to use the same tool. Do not feed the reptilians. And then, sudden enough, I am feeding the reptilians today when I tell you all this, because I'm just following the negative input that you already have put there so that you understand me. I have to go where you are, in the dark, in lack of cosmic consciousness, in your fears, in anything that is dark matter. That's where the reptilians reside, okay? And I have to go down there, and then from there try to raise your spirit into the Draconis agenda, which is feeding from the sun, the light, while the reptilians feed from Pluto, one of their bases in this solar system. And everybody educated in astrology would know that Pluto is the lord of hell, the lord of the underworld, the lord who regulates criminal elements, death and drama, and of course rebirth in the process. There's so much that you can really digest and understand and use if you try to learn the language of the gods, okay? And then at the end of the newsletter, I also give you the option of what to do or not to do during a Plutonic negative window, the one we're experiencing now, which is bringing secrets to light, death and drama and everything else. And knowing Mercury is retrograde, it intensifies the destructive energy which is used, manipulated by the reptilians to kill humans and create even more chaos. So read the do and don't at the end of this article, and please share it, okay? If you feel that I have something that can be that's worthwhile, and I think I do, okay? Then help me on a mission, be part of the solution. All right, my friends, I think that I'm going to keep my marbles stretched for long. I'm going to go back to my couch. So thank you very much for listening, and God willing again, talk to you again. Goodbye, everybody. Make it a beautiful day.